Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss the topic financial decisions, meaning and factors affecting investment decision, financing decision and dividend decisions from the chapter Financial Management Part 2. Children, after going through this topic, you would be able to understand the concept of financial decisions, explain the importance of financial decisions, and discuss the three financial decisions and the factors affecting them. Students, modern thinkers have made a mention of three important decisions taken by a financial manager or financial management. These are also known as finance function. The same are as under investment decision, financing decision, and dividend decision. Investment decision means selection of assets in which funds will be invested. Financing decision means how to obtain funds from various sources of finance, and the meaning of dividend decision is what portion of earning will distributed as dividends. So there are three decisions which will be assist the company to earn more and more profit: investment decision, financing decision, and dividend decision. Now we will discuss one by one. First is investment decision. It refers to deciding about how the funds are invested in different assets so that they are able to earn the highest possible return for the investors. Assets which are obtained by the business are of two types, that is long-term asset and short-term assets. On the basis, investment decision is also divided into two parts. First is long-term investment decision. This is referred to as the capital busting decision. It relates to the investment in long-term assets. For example, buying a new machine. For the same purpose, the finance manager has to make a comparative study of various alternatives available in the market on the basis of their cost and profitability. These decisions are very important as they affect the earning of the business over the long term. Second is short-term investment decision. This is referred to as the working capital management. It relates to the investment in short-term assets such as cash, stock, debtors, etc. Finance manager has to ensure that there is sufficient investment in these assets as they affect the liquidity position of the business. For the same purpose, the relative profitability and liquidity of these assets are compared. So, there are two types: capital busting decision and working capital decisions. Capital busting decisions are long-term decision and working capital decisions are short-term decisions. Capital busting decisions are regarding acquiring fixed asset. They affect its earning capacity in the long term. They involve huge amount of investment and are irreversible except at a huge cost. They affect size of assets, profitability, and competitiveness of the business. For example, making investment in a new machinery or any building. Working capital decisions affect the day-to-day working of a business. They involve lesser amount. They affect profitability and liquidity of the business. For example, making investment in increasing inventory. So these are the investment decision. Now there are some factors which affect the capital busting decisions or investment decision. First is cash flow of the project. We know investment decision or capital busting decision is related with investment in long-term assets. These assets involve both cash outflow and cash inflow over a series of years. The amount needed for investment is known as cash outflow. On the other hand, returns from the same investment is known as cash inflows. Both of these need to be analyzed carefully before finalizing the investment. Second factor is return on investment. A project may not be profitable as compared to other. The criteria to decide the profitability of various projects is their respective rate of returns. The rate of return is calculated on the basis of expected return of the project and risk attached with the project. If two projects are of the same risk class, the project having higher rate of return will be accepted. Next factor is investment criteria. There may be many criteria of the investor while investing in the long-term assets. These are funds involved, rate of interest, rate of return, cash flow, etc. All these factors influence the decision to go for a particular investment or not. For the same purpose, capital busting techniques are applied and accordingly decisions are taken. So these are the factors which affecting the decision of investing. Second is financing decision. This decision is about the quantum of finance to be raised from various long-term sources, that is shareholders fund and borrowed fund. It refers to the determination as to how the total funds required by the business will be obtained from various long-term sources. Long-term financial sources chiefly include equity share capital, preference share capital, retained earnings, debentures, long-term loans, etc. An analysis of cost and benefit of all the sources is made. For example, debt capital, it includes both the debentures and long-term loan, is the cheapest of all the sources. However, the regular payment of interest and refund of capital is a constant burden on the company. On the other hand, a company is free to respect of the payment of dividend and refund of equity share capital, but because of the presence of a greater number of equity shareholders, there is a possibility of the control getting tax. Apart from this, the equity share capital is the costliest of them all. In this way, after making an analysis of various factors, the proportion of long-term sources of capital is determined. There are some factors affects the financing decision. First is cost. The cost of all the sources of finance is different. The rate of interest on debt, fixed rate of dividend to be paid on preference shares, and the expectations of the shareholders on the equity share capital are in the form of cost. If the situations happen to be favorable, the benefit of cheap finance can be availed or by choosing debt capital. Second factor is risk. Debt capital is most risky, and from the point of view of risk, it should not be used. Next factor is flotation cost. From the point of view of floating cost, retained profits is the most appropriate source, therefore, its use should be made. Next factor is cash flow position. If the cash flow position of the company is good, the payment of interest on the debt and refund of capital can be easily made. Therefore, in order to take advantage of cheap finance, debt can be given priority. Next factor is level of fixed operating cost. In business, there are mainly two types of cost. First is fixed operating cost and second is fixed financial cost. Fixed operating cost means rent, for example, rent of building, payment of salary, insurance premium, etc. An example of fixed financial cost are interest on debt, etc. If the level of fixed operating cost is in excess, it is better to keep the fixed financial cost at their minimum. Therefore, debt capital should not be used. On the contrary, if the level of fixed operating cost is low, the use of debt capital is profitable. Next factor is control consideration. The ultimate control of the company is that of the equity shareholders. Greater the number of equity shareholders, the greater will be the control in the hands of more people. This is not a good situation. Therefore, from this point of view, the equity share capital should be avoided. Next factor is state of capital market. Bullish time brings more profit. Therefore, the people like to invest more in equity shares. On the contrary, the profits are low when there is a bear market. The people give preference to debt capital in order to earn more profits. Therefore, the source of finance should be chosen keeping in view the position of the market. So these are the factors which affect the financing decision. Third decision of financial management is dividend decision. This is very important decision of the financial management. It refers to the determination of how much part of the earning should be distributed among shareholders by the way of dividend and how much should be retained for meeting future needs as retained earnings. Generally, the shareholders want that they should get the maximum dividend, and the managers want that the maximum amount of money should be kept to fulfill the future needs of the business. However, the financial manager has to strike a balance so that both the parties remain satisfied. This decision is also called disposal of surplus decision. There are some factors affecting dividend decisions. First factor is amount of earning. The dividend is paid out of the present and reserved profit. Therefore, greater amount of total profit will ensure greater dividend. Second factor is stability of earning. A company having stable earning is in a position to declare more dividends and vice versa. Third factor is stability of dividends. Every company adopts the policy of maintaining the stability of dividend per share. Or here the stability of dividend means that the dividend will in no case be allowed to fall. It is always good if the dividend remains stable or increase. From this point of view, a little change in profit should not be allowed, any increase or decrease in the dividend. Next factor is growth opportunities. If the company has more opportunity for growth, it will require more finance. In such a situation, a major part of the income should be retained and a small part of it should be paid as dividend to shareholders. One more factor, that is cash flow position. The payment of dividend results in outflow of cash. It is possible that the company may have enough income, but it is equally possible that it may not have sufficient cash to pay dividend. In this way, the cash flow position of the company is a factor that determines the dividend decision. The better the cash flow position of the company, the better will be the capacity of the company to pay dividend. One more factor, that is shareholder preference. There are two types of shareholders from the point of view of investment. First is those who invest with the purpose of getting some regular income, and second, those who invest in the company to gain capital profit. If the majority of shareholders are of the former type, the company must declare dividend according to their expectations. On the contrary, if the majority of the shareholders are of the later type, the company enjoy freedom about declaring dividend. Next factor is tax policy. The dividend decision in some extent depends on the tax policy. If the tax rate on dividend is higher, it would be better to declare less dividend and vice versa. Nowadays, in the hands of shareholders, the dividend income is tax free. From this angle, shareholders like to get higher dividend. Next factor is stock market reaction. Dividend and the market value of the shares are directly related. It means that if the dividend is declared at a high rate, it is considered to be a good news. As a result, the price of the shares increases. Similarly, decrease in the dividend decrease the market price of the shares. Therefore, a finance manager should always keep in mind the effect on the market price of shares while determining the rate of dividend. Next factor is access to capital market. In case of need, if a company can easily collect finance in the capital market, it should declare dividend at a higher rate, otherwise not. Next factor is legal constraints. The dividend policy of a company should always remain confined with the limits provided by law. According to the legal provisions, a company cannot make payment of dividend out of paid up share capital because it will reduce the capital, which will adversely affect the security of the debt providers. Therefore, it should be kept in mind that the dividend is not being paid out of the capital. According to Article 205 of the Company Act, Company law, dividend can be paid out of current year's profit or the profits of the previous years after taking into consideration the provisions made for depreciation. And last factor is contractual constraints. When a company receives finance in the form of debt, the debt providers can put a ban on the companies to give any dividend. So these are the factors affecting dividends. Thank you.